My child, this is a sacred and urgent call. Hear it not with fear, but with reverence, for what I speak tonight is not mere words but a divine dispatch. Last night, again, a woman approached your dwelling, not by accident, not by routine, but driven by a force foreign to my spirit. She came cloaked in shadow, not visible to your waking eyes but exposed in the realm where I see all. My dear child, if you want to know the Bible verse of the day, then open Google Chrome and search BibleVerseOfTheDay.com. Or, simply click the direct link in the description. Check it out now. She was not a bystander, not a mere wanderer beneath the stars. No, she was moved by a purpose not of me. Understand this, child, nothing occurs without cause, without consequence, without spiritual echo. That woman came not with love, nor hope, nor innocence, but carried with her a scent of unrest, a trace of interference not born of holiness. And though you did not witness her, I, the Lord your God, saw it all. Her visit was a seed, her presence a whisper into the spiritual atmosphere surrounding your purpose. She came to influence, to stir, to disrupt, not with volume, but with vibration, not with action, but with invocation. Words were spoken, not aloud, but deeply and deliberately into the unseen, words woven from spirits that do not serve me, confusion, envy, disarray, and the spirit of misalignment. She did not touch your walls, she did not call your name, yet her intentions echoed through the air like a bell unheard by the flesh but undeniable in spirit. My angel stood guard, yes, for your home is marked and your destiny sealed, but know this, protection is not permission to sleep. You must rise, child, not with anxiety, but with awareness. This was not random, and neither are you. You are chosen, covered, and consecrated, and that draws attention not only from heaven but from the shadows that war against it. This woman did not fully know what moved her, but I did. I intercepted her. I dismantled what she tried to deposit. But I reveal it now so you may not walk blindly in days that require clarity. Cleanse your space, child, not with superstition but with sacred declaration. Fill your home with the sounds of my spirit, songs that drive away despair, scriptures that shatter schemes. Pray aloud, anoint your thresholds, declare my name in every room, every corner. Let the atmosphere align with heaven. This is not only about what happened outside, it is about what I am stirring within. The incident is an indicator, a marker, a moment of transition. You are not who you were, and you cannot move as if unaware. Guard your gate, your mind, your emotions, your conversations, your companions. For clarity is your compass and confusion is the tactic of your adversary. This is a season where your ears must be tuned to me alone. The spiritual realm is loud with opposition, but my voice is louder still for those who will listen. Attacks may come through familiar faces, unexpected dreams, or sudden shifts, but you are not defenseless. I have given you my word, my authority, my spirit. Use them. Declare truth until lies dissolve. Worship until heaviness flees. Speak peace until the atmosphere bows. I am not a distant observer, I am your shield, your fortress, your righteous right hand. What that woman brought shall not take root. What she whispered shall not prosper. But you must shut every gate left open, reflect on what you allowed, even unknowingly. Who touched your peace? Who did you permit into your space, your spirit, your emotions? I will show you. I will reveal. Not to condemn you, but to correct and to cover. My love is fierce, and it does not leave you vulnerable. That is why I speak with such weight tonight. My child, your life is not average. Your walk is not common. There are territories tied to your prayers, lives attached to your obedience, destinies affected by your daily decisions. The enemy fears what you carry, that's why he tries to confuse you, to drain you, to distort your perspective. But I have already lifted you above the chaos. You are seated with me in heavenly places, live like it. Guard your joy. Guard your hours. Be still often. Speak less, listen more. Let no offense lodge in your soul, for bitterness is the breeding ground of curses. Instead, bless, yes, even those who curse you. Not because they deserve it, but because it severs their power over your peace. Forgive radically. Love relentlessly. That is your weapon, it disarms hell. Hear me clearly, what I now reveal is vital to your journey. You've asked why people wounded you, why their presence felt like poison, why their connection drained rather than revived. Now I answer, not to reopen the pain, but to heal it, to illuminate it. Not every encounter was divine. Not every smile came in peace. Some were drawn to your light, yet refused to receive it. And now, I lift the veil. I bring clarity. I expose so I can fortify. You will no longer move as one uncertain, but as one awakened. This is your shift. This is your signal. This is your summons. Walk worthy of the calling I have placed upon you. The night did not win. My light remains within your dwelling. Rise, my child. Declare my word. Live consecrated. You are not alone. You never were. And I, your God, will never leave you. For I, the Lord your God, am not bound by time, nor am I limited by your present understanding. I speak now, not just to warn, but to prepare. The days ahead are not ordinary, and neither is the mantle I have placed upon you. You have asked me, why does it feel like the weight is growing heavier? And I answer, because your shoulders were made strong to carry my glory. I do not send wind without purpose. I do not allow shaking unless I am building a foundation that cannot be moved. What I do in you now is deep and deliberate. I am not only protecting you, I am promoting you in the spirit. That is why resistance has increased. That is why warfare seems relentless. The enemy does not battle what does not threaten him. But you, my child, you are a threat to every lie, every chain, every dark structure that seeks to stand against truth. So now hear me again, Your presence in this world is not background noise. You are a trumpet, a signal, a watchtower. You are one I have positioned to stand between what is and what must be. And though you feel alone, you are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, those who came before, and those I have assigned to walk beside you in the hidden places. I am rearranging your relationships. I am severing connections that felt familiar but were never fruitful. I am removing voices from your ears that speak only to your comfort but never to your calling. This is a holy separation, not rejection, but redirection. And yes, I know your heart mourns. I know you have felt the sting of sudden distance, of unexpected silence, of affection that turned cold. But I tell you, do not chase what I have removed. Do not mourn what I have pruned. Every branch that does not bear fruit must be cut away so that what remains may flourish. You asked me for clarity, and I answered not with easy paths, but with necessary ones. You asked me for elevation, and I answered with excavation, because I must go deep before I can raise you higher. Do not misread this season. It is not a curse, it is a consecration. I am refining you as gold is refined in fire. And yes, fire is hot. Fire consumes. Fire breaks. But fire also purifies. What emerges from this will shine, not because it is untouched, but because it has endured. My child, I am building endurance in you. I am strengthening your discernment. I am sharpening your vision. You will begin to see things before they manifest. You will feel shifts in the spirit before they occur in the natural. You will sense the motives of people not by what they say, but by the sound their spirit makes in my presence. And this discernment will not be for show. It is for battle. You are a watchman. You are a gatekeeper. You are a priest in your home and a prophet in your space. The oil I have poured over you was not for decoration, it was for warfare. So rise with resolve. Anoint your lips to speak life and not death, to declare and not doubt, to prophesy and not panic. For the tongue holds the power of life and death, and I am teaching you now to wield it with wisdom. And as you walk deeper into this calling, I will teach you about rest. Not the kind of rest that comes from sleep, but the rest that is rooted in trust. You do not need to strive to keep what I have promised. You do not need to manipulate doors open. What is yours, no man can steal. What I have assigned, no demon can derail. Your job is obedience, mine is outcome. Your job is surrender, mine is strategy. Rest in me. Trust in me. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your path. Now listen closely, for this part is weighty. There are places you will be sent that seem unfamiliar. There are people you will encounter who are bound, though they look blessed. You will feel their bondage before they speak it. You will sense their heaviness beneath their smile. This is not to burden you, it is to equip you. I will give you words in season. I will give you peace in chaos. I will give you power in the moment it is needed. Do not shrink back. Do not apologize for your authority. I did not send you to blend in, I sent you to break cycles. And yes, there will be resistance. The atmosphere will push back when light walks in. But push through. Push with praise. Push with prayer. Push with presence. You do not move alone. I go before you, and my angels surround you. When you speak my name, demons tremble. When you worship, walls fall. When you declare my truth, lies unravel. Use what I have given you. Use your mouth, your mind, your memory. Remember who you are. Remember what I have done. Remember how many times I rescued you when no one else even knew you were drowning. Do not doubt my voice. Do not second-guess what I have shown you in dreams and whispers and confirmations. I do not stutter. I do not change my mind. What I have spoken over you still stands, even if you walked away from it for a season. My gifts are without repentance. My call is irrevocable. Return to me fully. Not just in speech, but in schedule. Not just in emotion, but in action. Let your life match your prayers. Let your obedience echo your worship. I am rebuilding altars in your life, altars of intimacy, of discipline, of devotion. And I call you now to fast, not just food, but distractions. Fast the noise. Fast the scrolling. Fast the mindless conversations. Turn down the volume of the world so you can hear the whisper of heaven. I have things to say to you that cannot be spoken through crowded timelines or hurried hearts. Make room for me, and I will fill it. Create space for me, and I will dwell there. Invite me, and I will not only visit, I will inhabit. I will teach you mysteries. I will open scriptures that felt sealed. I will cause revelation to rise like dawn. You will know things that no man taught you, because my Spirit will tutor you. Do not be afraid of solitude, it is there that I will speak most clearly. Do not confuse loneliness with isolation, for I often draw my chosen away from crowds to craft them in quiet. This is your wilderness moment, not as punishment, but as preparation. And when the time comes, I will call you out, not as who you were, but as who I made you to be. So hold fast. Do not faint. Do not grow weary in doing good. For in due season, you will reap. And not only will you reap, you will overflow. You will become a wellspring. Others will draw strength from your resilience, wisdom from your wounds, and hope from your story. I will turn your pain into parables and your scars into sermons. What the enemy meant for harm, I am using for glory. What broke you will now build others. What tried to bury you has only made you more rooted. Lift up your head, my child. Look again. The night is passing. The dawn is near. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not failing. You are becoming. Becoming everything I said. Becoming everything I saw. becoming everything I planned before you ever took a breath. Trust the process. Trust my timing. Trust my character. I am faithful. I am just. I am near. And I am not done. You are still in the middle of my masterpiece. Do not judge the story by this chapter. There is more to come. More healing. More clarity. More connections sent by me. More strength. More joy. More authority. You were never meant to simply survive. You were born to overcome, to influence, to shift atmospheres, to liberate others with the liberation I gave you. So breathe, my child. Stand tall. Speak life. Declare what I have said. Believe again. Hope again. Pray again. Worship like you did when you first believed. Return to your first love with fresh fire. For I am doing a new thing, yes, even now it springs forth. Can you not perceive it? Make room. Open wide your heart. Lift your hands and let my presence flood every fear. I am the Lord your God. I have never failed you. And I never will. Yes, my child, I continue to speak because my words are your lifeline in this hour. I do not speak for mere inspiration but for transformation. This is not a season of shallow encouragement, it is a season of deep encounter. I am not after moments, I am after movement. I am not calling you just to feel something, but to become something. I am shaping a vessel that will not crack under pressure, one that can carry my presence and pour it out without leakage. I am fashioning a soul that can stand in the winds of warfare and not bow to the threats of darkness. The pressing you feel is not punishment, it is preparation for power. Let me tell you plainly, the days ahead will not be for the faint of heart. What I am calling you into requires clarity, conviction, and consistency. The world is trembling with chaos and confusion, but I have not called you to echo its noise, I have called you to embody my voice. You are an answer in the earth, not a reaction. You are a solution, not a shadow. Do not allow the instability around you to shake what I have stabilized within you. You have asked me, Lord, why the silence? Why the delay? And I say to you now, the silence was not absence. It was incubation. I was growing you in hiddenness, shielding you from premature exposure. There are some stages I withheld not to punish you, but to preserve you. For what I've placed in you is sacred, and I do not cast pearls before swine. I do not reveal glory to those who do not reverence it. But now, I am lifting the veil. Now, I am releasing the sound. Now, I am calling your name loudly, even as I did with Moses from the midst of the bush that burned but was not consumed. You will speak, and atmospheres will shift. You will sing, and the chains in others will snap. You will lay hands, and healing will flow, not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender. You have doubted your readiness, but I say, I make ready those I call. You have looked at your past as disqualification, but I say, I use what is broken to display my power. So hear me now, and hear me clearly. I have set before you an open door that no man can shut. Walk through it. Do not hesitate. Do not allow the opinions of others to hold you hostage. The fear of man is a snare, but those who trust in me are safe. I have already made the way. The provision is waiting at the place of obedience. The oil flows where the sacrifice is made. Will you trust me beyond your logic? Will you obey me beyond your comfort? I am even now raising intercessors around you, those whose spirits have felt the weight of your name in prayer without knowing all the reasons why. I have assigned warriors who will hold your arms up when you are weary. You are not alone. Even in your midnight hours, when the world is asleep, I have kept watch over your tears. I have bottled them, counted them, and woven them into the fabric of your testimony. And yes, I know the disappointments. I know the betrayals. I know the silent heartbreaks that you never voiced, the ones that made you question if I had forgotten you. But hear me now, I never abandoned you. I never turned my face. I was there, in the betrayal, in the silence, in the stillness. I was gathering the pieces even while you were watching them fall. And now, I will restore. I will redeem. I will repay the years the locusts have eaten. Your latter days will be greater than the former. But you must shift your posture. You must stop living like you are still bleeding when I have already declared you healed. Now rise and take your position. Take back what the enemy tried to occupy. Take back your peace. Take back your identity. Take back your voice. Take back your rhythm in the Spirit. And move with me. For I am shifting you from intercession into implementation. From crying out to carrying out. From pleading to decreeing. From waiting to walking. It is time to move. Speak my word over your life. Speak it over your mind. Speak it over your household. Speak it over your city. My word is a sword, not a lullaby. It cuts, it carves, it conquers. And I have placed it in your mouth. Do not underestimate the power of a single declaration made in faith. One word spoken in alignment with my spirit can dismantle structures that took generations to build. You have my permission to walk in boldness. You have my authority to challenge what is false and expose what is hidden. You have my spirit to empower what is righteous. The days of passive faith are over. This is a season of holy aggression, not against people, but against the lies, the sin, the stagnation that has tried to choke your fire. I am igniting you again. Where there was only smoke, I will kindle flame. Where there was only ember, I will birth a blaze. And this fire will not consume you, it will commission you. It will not destroy you, it will distinguish you. My glory will rest upon you in ways you have not yet imagined. But it will come with a cost. Are you ready to lay down your right to be understood? Are you ready to carry truth even when it offends? Are you willing to look foolish in the eyes of men to be faithful in mine? You cannot be both comfortable and called. You must choose. You cannot walk fully in purpose and still crave popularity. You must decide whose approval you desire more, mine or theirs. But know this, when you choose me, you lose nothing of eternal value. I will fill every empty space with my presence. I will replace every counterfeit with a covenant. I will trade your ashes for beauty and your mourning for joy. So do not look back. Do not hesitate like Lot's wife. Do not long for what I have removed. Fix your eyes forward. Fix your heart upward. I am leading you into a land of promise, not only in the physical but in the spiritual. New dimensions of revelation are opening. New realms of authority are unlocking. This is your moment to ascend. Come higher. Come deeper. Come closer. I am waiting. My child, I see your heart trembling under the weight of this word. I know it stretches your understanding and challenges the comfort you've grown used to. But you were never meant to stay small. You were never created for shallow waters. I formed you for the deep. I fashioned you for the fire. I carved you from eternity and placed you in this generation with intention. Do you think your timing on earth is coincidence? No, beloved. You are here now because now is when I needed your voice, your worship, your courage, your obedience. Do not think lightly of your assignment. Even when it feels unseen by others, it shakes things in the unseen. Heaven takes notice. Hell takes notice. And every time you choose me over compromise, every time you pray when it would be easier to sleep, every time you speak truth when silence would be safer, your obedience sends shockwaves into the spirit realm. Angels are dispatched. Chains are broken. Territories shift. This is why the warfare increases when you get closer to purpose. The enemy is terrified of your awakening. But fear not. I have not left you defenseless. You are armed. You are covered. You are surrounded. I have stationed angels around you, mighty, warring angels who excel in strength and execute my word. They move at the sound of my voice, and when you speak my word in faith, they move on your behalf. You are not alone in this battle. You are not abandoned in this fight. I walk with you. I go before you. I guard your rear. Even now, I am removing spiritual debris from your path. I am uprooting the seeds of confusion sown by the enemy. I am closing the mouths of those who gossiped about you in secret. I am silencing every tongue that rose in judgment against you. Not because you demanded vindication, but because you remained faithful in the shadows. Because you did not retaliate when you were misunderstood. Because you allowed me to be your defender. You need not worry about your reputation. I am your credibility. You do not need to prove your worth to those who cannot perceive your value. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them speculate. But you, keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart pure. Keep your spirit yielded. I am preparing a table for you, and those who mocked you will witness your elevation. Not to shame them, but to show them what I can do with a surrendered vessel. This next season will require both courage and discernment. Not everyone who comes to you comes from me. Some will come cloaked in the language of faith but lacking the substance of truth. Some will sound spiritual but carry a spirit not of me. Do not be swayed by charisma. Look for character. Listen for alignment. Test every spirit. Examine the fruit. Ask me, and I will show you who is meant to walk with you and who was only meant to pass by. You are not obligated to keep everyone who started with you. Some were for a season, and their time has expired. Release them without bitterness. Bless them without bondage. For as I bring new people into your life, you must have room to receive them. Do not grieve over what I remove, for I always replace with greater. Let me do the pruning, and you will see the increase. Let me do the sifting, and you will find the pure. Your next level will not be reached through striving but through surrender. It will not be earned through works but accessed through worship. I am not looking for performance. I am looking for presence. I desire your heart more than your hustle. I long for your time more than your talent. I want you to dwell with me, not just work for me. Ministry without intimacy leads to burnout. Anointing without connection leads to pride. But those who dwell in my secret place will be sustained in every storm. Come away with me. Rise early, not out of obligation, but out of invitation. Let my whispers be the first sound you hear. Let my presence be the first embrace you receive. Let my word be your foundation and your fuel. For when you anchor yourself in me, no wave can shake you. No storm can sink you. I am your hiding place. I am your strong tower. I am your rock. And know this, your life is preaching even when your mouth is not speaking. Your consistency is a testimony. Your endurance is a declaration. The way you carry yourself, the way you love, the way you forgive, it is all a sermon. You may never stand behind a pulpit, but your life is a platform. And I am using it. There are people watching you who will never read a Bible but are reading your walk. Let them see me in you. Let them hear grace in your words. Let them feel peace in your presence. Let your light so shine, not for applause, not for validation, but for transformation. You are my ambassador. You carry my fragrance. And every room you enter should shift because you carry my spirit. Do not minimize what I've placed within you. Do not downplay your impact because you feel overlooked. Heaven sees. Heaven records. Heaven rewards. And soon, what was hidden will be revealed. What was planted in obscurity will bloom in visibility. I am bringing you from the back to the front, not because you craved position, but because you were faithful in private. Remember, promotion in my kingdom is not like the world's. It comes through humility. It comes through obedience. It comes through dying to self and living through me. So keep your posture low, and I will raise you high. Keep your heart clean, and I will fill it with fresh oil. Keep your hands open, and I will place in them more than you imagined. For I am not finished. I am just beginning. What you've seen thus far is only a glimpse. The next outpouring will be greater. The next breakthrough will be deeper. The next wave of glory will be heavier. But you must be ready to carry it. You must be strengthened to sustain it. And this is why I've been stretching you. This is why I've allowed the shaking, so that what remains will be unshakable. Stand firm. Lift your head. Let your faith arise. For I am the Lord your God, and I am with you, now and forevermore. Do not measure what is coming by what has been. For I do a new thing in your days, do you not perceive it? I am breaking old cycles that once held you in quiet defeat. The patterns that repeated for generations before you, they end with you. The curses that whispered through bloodlines, masked as personality, as just the way things are, they are being shattered now by the power of my name flowing through your obedience. You are a bloodline breaker, a bridge to the blessing, and though the weight has been heavy, the glory that shall follow will make it worth it. I am raising a standard through you. That is why I require your life to be set apart. That is why the same distractions that capture others cannot hold you. That is why some invitations must be declined, why certain friendships must fade, why environments once comfortable now feel foreign, because I have marked you for distinction. You are in the world, yes, but you are not of it. You do not move to its rhythm, for I have set eternity in your heart, and your spirit recognizes what your flesh is still learning. You were made for more. More than survival. More than going through the motions. More than what eyes can see or ears can hear. You are part of my divine strategy in the earth. A vessel of my voice. A lamp in the night. A signpost to the lost. And because you carry my breath, you must also carry my burden. The burden for justice, for truth, for righteousness, not as a judge but as a healer. For the world does not need more condemnation, it needs the evidence of my love made real through your hands. This is not the time to shrink. This is not the time to apologize for your passion, your fire, your clarity. The ones who are uncomfortable around your light are not your enemy, they are simply not your assignment. You were not born to dim your glow to make others feel better in their darkness. Shine. Blaze. Burn. For your flame ignites others, even if they resist it at first. You will see this in the coming days. Those who once rejected your wisdom will return seeking it. Those who dismissed your convictions will quietly honor your consistency. For when the shaking comes, and it will come, they will look for what cannot be moved, and they will find you standing, unshaken, because you were built on the rock. My child, I am refining your discernment in this hour. I am tuning your spiritual ears to hear not just what is said, but what is meant. You will begin to see beyond smiles, to hear beyond compliments, to discern beyond presentation. This is not to breed suspicion, but protection. You must know the difference between divine connection and demonic distraction, between a God-sent helper and a spirit-sent trap. Pray before you agree. Seek before you sign. Pause before you share. For in this season, information is currency, and intimacy must be guarded. Your dreams in this hour will increase in clarity. Pay attention. Keep a journal beside your bed. For I am releasing instructions while you sleep. Do not dismiss them. Do not let them slip away with the morning light. What I show you in the quiet is meant to prepare you for the noise. I speak in the night, not because I cannot in the day, but because your ears are more still when the world is silent. Honor that space with reverence. You will begin to feel when atmospheres shift. You will walk into rooms and sense burdens not your own. This is not for you to carry, but to intercede. I am training you to move as a spiritual thermostat, not a thermometer, to set the climate by my spirit, not just report what's there. You will not just attend gatherings. You will shift them. You will not just sit in rooms. You will stir them. There will be moments when my spirit falls suddenly, when tears rise without cause, when peace descends like a blanket. Do not run from those moments. Linger there. That is where I speak deepest. That is where healing flows. That is where impartation happens, not always with thunder, but with whispers that shake the soul. Be mindful also of the distractions tailored for your weakness. The enemy is not creative, but he is cunning. He studies your patterns. He watches your reactions. And he will try to draw you back into old battles through new faces. Do not fall for it. What once entangled you will now disgust you. What once seemed tempting will now seem toxic. I am changing your appetite. I am rewriting your responses. You are no longer who you were. Do not try to explain your transformation to those committed to misunderstanding you. You owe no one an apology for your growth. You owe no one access to the new you if they only relate to the old. Love them. Bless them. But keep walking. For what I have called you to is forward. This is the hour of great revealing. I will uncover hearts. I will unveil hidden motives. I will expose false alliances. But not to harm you, only to free you. I am making room for what's next. And though pruning may feel like loss, it is always a gain in my hands. My child, rest in this, you are not behind. You are not late. You have not missed it. Every detour, every delay, every denial, I have used it all for your formation. Even what the enemy sent to destroy you became the soil for your depth. I never waste pain. I never overlook faithfulness. I saw you worship through the weeping. I saw you lift your hands when your heart was breaking. I saw you speak my word even when your voice trembled. And because of that, I say to you, your season of weeping has watered your season of wonder. Now, prepare. For I will do what eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. I will open doors no man can shut. I will place you before people you never imagined reaching. I will use your voice to dismantle lies and your life to rewrite stories. But you must remain yielded. You must stay close. Come up higher. Come deeper. Come closer. The veil is thinning. The heavens are speaking. And I, the Lord your God, am calling you, by name, by purpose, by destiny. Rise now. For your time is now.